Welcome. Okay, this is entitled Anunnaki Technology. You know, my other video, Weapons of Mass Destruction, you know, the Anunnaki holding those things, those are the real pretty things. But for the regular laborers, okay, here's what they do. They dial in the corona cell. I like that one, heard that one recently. And you can turn a rock into a feather, which also makes it marshmallow. How do I know this? Because I've done it in past life. So anyway, you got this huge 50-ton boulder and you're just floating it around. And when you get into position, you just slide it in there, hit the button, and it turns into solid rock. So, looks real easy. Now, probably, you know, okay, let's get the timeline straight here. You know, people say like 13,000 years and 12,000 or 10 or 13,000 years. Sure, that's when the Younger Dryas and all that, the flood washed out all that mineral away, so that's kind of their base date. But let's go back like 35, 40,000 years, just before the Pyramid Wars. And those pyramids have been there for probably over 100,000 years. So, and also with the technology and the chronocyll, you can actually sculpt with it. Like in India, they just sculpted these big, huge mountains and stuff like that, like a half a mountain. Where's all that debris? It's not there because the device breaks the molecular bond, turns it into dust, superfine dust, and there's no slag or waste rock and stuff like that. One of the good ones is, okay, so the government totally has the technology. And tunneling devices, I remember seeing once that they were talking about melting the rocks. Yeah, that'd be a huge pile of slag rock that would be totally noticeable. But they use the technology, it bores right through, breaks the molecular bond, turns it into dust, no rocks. Because some of those tunnels are like hundreds of miles long. Where's the rocks? Where's the debris? They're not there because you just break the molecular bond and poof, they go into dust. The other part was, oh yeah, you know, I've heard when people call them like sonic devices. Sure, you vibrate a rock, you make it light as a feather, it gets homogeneous. So like in the structures in Peru, they drilled them and it looks like it was poured. No, they just use that device, turn it into a marshmallow, float it up like a feather, place it, hit the button however you want, and boom, solid rock. And those ones in Peru were like way over 100,000 years old. They used to be flat and smooth. Now they've just been weathered. Anyway, peace around.